everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and surprise, I'm back with another scrapbook process video for you. This one is going to be a 2-page layout, and it is scrapbooking the last photos that I have from December 2023, not counting the December daily photos. So these are just the photos that are going into my regular scrapbook album. December daily is still a work in progress. So yeah. So I have these photos that I took when we visited the St. Charles, Missouri Soda Museum and Arcade, which is pretty cool because there's lots of artifacts of soda, like not even just the bottles or the cans, like just parts of the machinery that they used to like deliver the soda, dispense the soda, keep the soda cold. Lots of really interesting things, and you might, see some stuff from history that you never knew. There was some stuff they used to say that you were supposed to like drink Dr. Pepper warm. I can't imagine that would have been delicious, but whatever. Like people did weird stuff back then. People still might like warm soda. I don't know, but if that's you, you do you. I actually don't drink soda anymore because of my stomach issues. So enjoy it warm or cold for me. Thank you. So I took some solid color cardstock, some blue solid color cardstock that I had in my stash. That's the Recollections Michaels brand cardstock. And I went through my scrapbook stash of pattern papers and embellishments, and I had quite a few items, quite a few embellishments that had soda stuff on them. And that was stuff that I think I had purchased maybe even earlier this year or last year when I was doing summer photos. A lot of it's from a Simple Stories collection. And I think it's the retro summer collection. And then I also had some of the papers from that collection, and then just other bright colors and things that I thought would go well. So I was like, perfect. I can use these soda pieces for these soda pictures. I think I had 8 pictures, and I cut some of them down to 3x4 and 4x4 and 3.5 by 5. Hopefully this story doesn't take up so much time in this video, but I was recently in the car listening to a playlist, and it had John Mayer's song 3x5 on it. And I was like, this is such a funny song. It hasn't aged well at all because he's singing about how he went traveling and didn't take any pictures. There's no 3x5s. And today, there literally are no 3x5s. That's just not a size that you can print anymore. 4x6, if you are printing from a printer like Walgreens or something, 4x6 is the default size. There's no more 3x5. And then I was thinking I cut my photos down to 3x5 sometimes. And then I went, wait a second, I've been cutting them down to 3.5x5. That's not right. It's supposed to be 3x5. Why was I doing the extra half on the 3? I think I was thinking the paper size 8.5x11, how there's that half inch there. And I guess I was just thinking that that's what it was with the 3x5, and it's not. So I guess I meant to cut my photo down to 3x5, and I cut it to 3.5x5. Either way, doesn't matter. I just was thinking about that in the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should say something in my next process video. So here I am. I cut my photos down to size, and I based the design of this on something that I had sketched 20 years ago from scrapbook.com, when I used to go on scrapbook.com and look through everybody's galleries and sketch the layouts that I liked. So this is based on one, I think it's called Playtime, by a user named Mama to Ainsley. And I haven't been on scrapbook.com in a while, even to shop. But I haven't been on to look and see if some of these users are still on, some of these accounts. So I would be curious to find out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Mama to Ainsley is still scrapbooking. Although I know firsthand this whole summer threw me for a loop, and it's very easy to kind of lose the time to do it and lose the mojo to do it. I think we all go through periods like that. So I'm hoping to kind of get back into the swing of things, although I've totally given up trying to do any sort of schedule. So bear with me. I'm doing the best I can. I just got my July 2023 photos scrapbooked, and not scrapbooked. I got them printed. They came in the mail. So I'm going to have a lot of July 2023 summer layouts coming up really soon. If you are also super behind like me and you need some summertime inspiration, some single page layouts, some 2-page layouts, some single photo layouts, some multi-photo layouts, and of course I'll still be doing my monthly July pocket page. So hopefully I'll do a process video for that and you can see how I do it. If I do it differently than some of the other ones that I've done, I don't know. But thanks for watching anyway. If you are new to this channel, hope you're enjoying this video and that you consider subscribing. And if you are a returning visitor and you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I hope that you give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying watching it, and that if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, you do so that you don't miss out on other process videos. So what was fun about this one is that I did have like full 12 by 12 pattern papers in my stash, but to do the pieces on the edge, I went through my bag of branding strips and I just picked 3. I think they're actually all Chamel from the Main Character Energy collection, but I just picked 3 of them, stacked them right next to each other, and that's my edge for this. This is actually this is a 2-page layout, so there's actually a lot more to come, but you'll see how I take the pieces on this page and flip them to the second page in just a second. Right there, I was looking through some of my American Craft sticker pieces, trying to see if there was like a ready-made title that I could use. And ultimately, I went into my stash and found these cool green ones. I mean, they're American Craft stickers. I don't know specifically what they're called. They probably don't make them anymore. But I'm going to use those to make my title, which is going to be Fizzy Fun. And I've got a Simple Stories tag peeking out from behind the photos on the left-hand side. In Mama to Ainsley's layout, it was originally a circular element, but I really wanted to use the tag with the soda on it. And then I added a couple little embellishments around that. And then some more embellishment clusters, or another embellishment cluster around where the title is going to go. So the elements from this page that I'm carrying over onto the second page, but not in like a samey way, is the pattern paper. And then I'm also going to do more with the branding strips. So what I need to figure out here, this is very interesting. I'm not quite sure how Mama to Ainsley did it because I didn't have her original one in front of me. I just had my sketch. So I think the ideal was that I would have had like a second sheet of this pattern paper, and I would have done like a larger chunk going along the top. But instead what I'm doing, since I didn't have a large chunk of this paper, and of course, I'm doing all my cutting first, but I took that pattern paper and I cut it into strips. So what it's going to look like is it's going to look like the top of the page has the pattern, and then I'm going to bring the pattern to the bottom, but then it's going to look like that blue is like on top of it, even though it's not. If that makes sense? Just wait until I finish all the adhesive stuff and start laying it down. That's my head too, so that's fun. But so it seems like it's still going across the top of the page, but like the blue has come in, and if that makes any sense, that this was just me trying to adapt with what I had based on what I thought the original layout was supposed to have. I just kind of figured it out, and here I'm grabbing some more branding strips. I like saving the branding strips when there's one side of it that goes all the way across, because it's really easy to use them on stuff like this. I do 12 by 12 layouts. So when it's a 12 by 12 full across pattern on the back of the branding strip, I'm like, yes, please. I think the bottom one is Chamel. The top one, I'm not sure. It could be from the Chamel Main Character Energy line, but I don't know. And of course, I've already stuck down the side that would have told me the brand and whatnot. But anyway, so now I'm going to stick down that other pattern paper on top. So again, you see there the branding strips on the left-hand side, but they're vertical. And now on the right-hand side, I'm bringing that same element over, but they're horizontal. So just like something you can keep in mind as you are working with 2-page layouts. If this had been a single page layout, I still could have done something by taking that left-hand side and like flipping it, or, or rotating it so that it was sort of, or just doing like a mirror image of it. And so you could have extended, it's just easy ways to extend a single page to make it a 2-page. Now, of course, I have to cut down some of my photos again, but just as I did on the left-hand side, I'm still making like a grouping of the photos. Some of them are going to be 3x4 again, like that one. Others are going to be 3.5 by 5. And I think there's one that's 4x4. Yeah, that one's 4x4. That one was cool. They did presidential Coke bottles. And so that was the Jimmy Carter one. He's my favorite president. I've actually met him. I got his autograph in one of his books that he wrote. This was back before my daughter was born, so it might have been like 2015. I took the day off of work, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I met Jimmy Carter. And I had to drink from my water bottle in front of a Secret Service agent so they could make sure that it was really water and not like chemicals or a bomb. I don't know. So that's just a fun little interesting tidbit that I thought I would share with you. In the basement of this place there's an arcade. So not only do they have the old-timey soda bottles and machines and all that stuff, and obviously a place where you can buy soda, but they have an arcade, and they have it's sort of like a father-son team. They've refurbished a bunch of old arcade games, and they just kind of maintain them themselves. They're like electricians, and they just maintain these games, and you can come in. It's free play. Like, you have to pay for admission, but then you just go down and you just play the games. You don't have to put in any quarters. And of course, like I said, there's also a soda shop, and you can get like pretzels and probably pizza or something while you're playing. It was really fun, and I would definitely like to go back again when we're there visiting over Christmas. We did this last Christmas, so I'd like to go back again this Christmas. We actually did not go when we were in town over the summer. I think we kind of forgot about it or ran out of time or something. But it was really fun, and I would definitely do it again, especially, if you need something fun to do that's indoors and you don't want to be spending a lot of time outdoors in the rain or the cold or whatever. So if you're in the St. Charles, Missouri area, go to downtown St. Charles. There's a lot of fun stuff to do in downtown St. Charles, like shopping and restaurants, but as well as this cool soda museum and arcade. And across the street from it is a cookie place too. So you can get some cookies after you're done playing your video games. Anyway, so I am sticking down my grouping of 4 photos. So 4 on this side, 4 on that side, pretty easy. And then I just need to grab some of my other soda themed embellishments and figure out a place to stick them. The piece that I have that's running from top to bottom, it's got like the 3 colors, that is Simple Stories as well. And I put that there because Mama to Ainsley's had a strip running from top to bottom there, and that's where she did her journaling. She didn't cover it up as much as I did, but I will put my journaling there in a hot second. But that's why that strip is there. And I chose that just because it's not specifically like, I mean, you could use it as journaling spots, but it had lots of space. It's more like sort of a neutral feel to it, not a pattern, but it had space for me to do my journaling. And I had thought about using another tag. The backside of those Simple Stories tags does have space for journaling, but I just didn't really like the way that was going to look. And so I will save those extra tags that I had cut out for another time. Something that I also do with these embellishments, these are all sticker embellishments, so they're flat stickers. But what I like to do, and I did with the little $1 circle up at the top, and I did the same thing with the circle at the bottom on the other page, I took a foam square and put it behind that sticker so that it pops up, and then it just gives the layout a little bit more dimension. Those are cardstock stickers, so they're a little bit sturdier for using with the foam dots. I have used foam behind paper stickers, but the paper stickers, they're not very sturdy, and when they are popped up, like sometimes the edges can get pressed down, especially if you're putting it in a heavy album with other pages on top. So, but just, that doesn't stop me from doing it with paper stickers. I'm just letting you know, I prefer the cardstock stickers, but sometimes I can't pass up the paper sticker booklet from Simple Stories. You know what I'm saying? They just have some good designs in there, and I like the variety that they have in those sticker books. I feel like that's really the only company that does paper stickers. I don't see that from American Crafts or Photo Play or Crate Paper, right? Simple Stories is the only one that does the paper stickers. Anyway, here are some close-ups so that you can see things in a little bit more detail, and then I'll have the finished layout all together for you. I hope that this video was inspiring for you. I hope it inspires you to travel to Missouri. I hope it inspires you to scrapbook a 2-page layout, and I hope it inspires you to go drink a Sprite for me. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.